Hi guys, hello everybody. Yeah, so we are here and we are back. Hmm. Okay, this is beautiful. Hello everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. We're really excited to be here and want to thank you for joining again. It's been an honor coming in here, and like we used to do every session, I will just give about 5 more minutes and then we'll start. So before we bring our honorable guests today, we would wait for 5 minutes so that every other person can join and then we'll come back. Thank you so much for joining and thank you for always tuning in. We're so grateful. So see you in 5 minutes. Thank you. Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're happy to be here, and I know many people will be joining very soon. And we're thankful for the ones that have joined. Thank you so much, the Castle Choir. Thank you for coming in and tuning in. We're really grateful. Thank you so much. Um, oh, Sinisola, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello, hello, hello. So, just not to waste much of our time, I believe that many people will join very soon, and then we'll be able to discuss about this way better. But we'll just keep going in because today is going to be heavily loaded. David, thank you so much for coming, David AJ. Thank you so much. And also invite more people because our guest speaker today is loaded. When I say loaded, I mean loaded. So we're going to learn a whole lot of things today, and this is the topic that is not really spoken about. Like we talk about the girl, what they should do, but we unconsciously forget about the boy child and how we should train them because in our community we need them to understand, the standard, the basics, and how to be very healthy mentally, spiritually, emotionally, in all aspects before they, grow up to be who they are. And if that is not put in place, then there would be a whole lot of, broken system, and we can't blame them because a child learns. It's like we are, as an adult, we are like a mirror to our children, and if it is anything that they can see, that they, portray, although most of the time it's not like that. But when we're talking about percentage, almost a high number of percentage comes from this, and topic we're talking about. So I hope we're ready to learn, ready to listen, ready to also, put in our 2 cents and everything, and also, yeah, enjoy ourselves also. So if you've not told anybody, please tell somebody. And please, I want us to do something. I got something very important, and I want us to try also. So on YouTube, please go to my page on this live stream and press the like button, the thumbs up button. It helps people also look at this video ASAP so that they can see this video more and more. So as soon as you like, not the heart emoji, but the thumbs up button. So please just press the like thumbs up button so that YouTube algorithm can also, share it to other people so they can see. So thank you so much for doing that. So as we're doing that, I will tell us again about what we are doing today. And today we're talking about the boy child, and it's about boyhood. It's about what most parents should know, what most parents should understand, and what most parents should pay attention to. And today we have a very loaded, very gracious, very profound speaker with us today. And I will be talking about him now, bringing his yeah, just give me a minute, please. So yeah, I'll be talking about our one and only guest. His name is Pastor. His name is I can't remember, but his name is Pastor Dare Sonny, and he is a passionate minister of the gospel. I have been under his administration, and I can say boldly that he is a man of God and is my mentor, and he is a leader committed to raising purpose driven believers who fulfill God's calling. And Pastor Dare also is a biblical teacher, mentorship, and leadership. And he helps in development. He equips children, teenagers, and young adults to grow spiritually. He leads them with integrity, and he positively impacts his community. His ministry has helped many discover their identity, me included, maximize their potential, and become effective ambassadors for Christ. So, beyond ministration or beyond ministry, Pastor Dare is a devoted husband and a father to two beautiful girls and is passionate about. Hi, Smart Money. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. And Pastor Dare is passionate about godly leadership. He's intentional about parenting, is very intentional about his girls, and he's a role model to many young adults around him. He's known for his humility, his wisdom, his compassion, and he continues to inspire and transform life through the unwavering commitment to God's purpose. So as we're going in again, please invite as many people as possible because you need to hear what he has for us tonight. So as we're going in, please can we just drop an emoji of any exciting emoji that you're happy to have him here? Please let's drop in the comment section as I bring him on stage. Let's welcome Pastor Dare Sonny. Welcome, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear us? Sir, we can't hear you. Oh, okay. People are saying they can't see me. Okay. Can you see us now? We can't hear you, sir. Please, if you can see us, can you just drop a message or probably we'll just tune in again. Chide, welcome. Nita Tread, welcome. Oh, great. Oh, great. Thank you. Okay, yes, yes. Because people are saying they can't see us. So I'll just tell them that we are very good and they can come back. Pastor Dari, can you hear us, sir? Yes, sir, but we can't hear you. We can see you. We can hear you. We can't hear you, but we can see you and everything, sir. Yeah, yeah, need to tread. Yeah, same here. I think it's sorting it out. I think if we would join in again. So before we go on, hi, beautiful people. Welcome back. As I was saying, before Pastor Barry comes in again, please can you go to my page and like this video with a thumbs up? I got to understand that when we do the like, it shares it with the YouTube algorithm, and people get to see the video even more than we're doing now. So please, can you just give me a thumbs up on the like, not the hearts, but there's something like this and there's one like this. So the one like this, not the one like this. One like Okay, guys, so let's just wait for Pastor Dare. He will be here very soon, and I'll show you. And while we're doing this, please, can you tell your friends to join? Can you tell them to join, please? Okay, he's back. Hello, sir.
Hello, hello, good
Oh,
evening.
yeah, good evening. We can hear you now.
All
Welcome
right.
back.
Uh, good
Yay.
evening. I sincerely apologize for the glitch that we had earlier.
Oh, no, sir, no apology. And apology accepted. If that is a thing. Anyways, thank you so much, Smart Money. Yes, it's better now. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Osi. So nice to be here. And good evening to everyone online. Am
Yes,
I
sir.
very audible now?
Very audible. Very audible.
Okay.
Very
Amazing.
audible. Yes, sir.
All right.
That's good. Okay, so I can't see anyone online. Please, if you're here, I think it's the network. If you're here, please just make us aware that you're here. Okay, yes, we are here. So it's just the internet and all. So today we're talking about boy child, and the title is Boyhood, and it's the boy child needs intentional parenting too. So tonight we have few questions for you, sir. Before we go on with the questions, I would like to know if you would like to say anything to anybody before we go on, sir, to our audience.
Oh, all right. I would just like to make some emphasis before we go into the questions that we have tonight, just to give a soft background. The reason why this topic is so very much important to me, it's because I I was privileged to be the last boy child of a five boy child given birth to by my parents.
Wow.
My dad and my mom had five boys, so I'm
Wow.
the last child of those five boys. So and at a very young age, very tender age, when I was less than a year old, I lost my dad. So I never had any privilege to experience what a father figure really looks like. I really don't really understand having a father role model while growing up. So everything in my environment I can see, every father figure I can see, every um, mentor I can see in any male child is what I emulated while growing up. And this is, leaving my mom alone, the best she could do. She did it. So in the journey of this, my childhood into my adulthood, there are a lot of things I've discovered that I saw this gap between parents and particularly boy child. Most of our parents focus on the girl child because they believe in their vulnerability, they believe they are fragile, they are weak, they are this. So much attentions uh, are focused on the girl child, while uh, we neglect the aspect of a boy child also, that they also, before they become a boy or before they become a man, they are first a child. So
Mm.
we should treat them as such. We should treat them as such. So it's very profound that every parent right now, particularly in this age, this social age, this digital age, more attention should be focused towards boy child also. So that's the reason and the essence why we are having this conversation tonight. And I believe as we go on, there are a lot of things, many more things that you are going to be learning i- uh, with during this talk show. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. That's really rounded up. Thank you so much, sir. Um, yeah. So I think you have someone in the comment section also having the same thing as you, sir. They said
Mm-hmm.
he said my parent gave it to five boys, but I am
Oh,
the fourth of them.
profound. Mm.
So
Thumbs
there's a
up.
lot to like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll just go straight to the questions because
Mm.
we don't want to keep people waiting for a long time and we don't want to waste your time too, sir. So one of the first
Good.
question is one of the first question is why is it so important for parents to intentionally build a boy's identity from an early age? And also, while you're answering the questions, I would like you to also pinpoint what age do we start building a boy's child identity?
Okay. From my little research about uh, the the child brain made up as a structure, I get to understand that from age one, in fact, from the time when a child is being given birth to, there are a lot of things that that child is learning. There
Mm,
is a lot of things that that child is learning. Uh, I um, I discovered that between the age of 1 and age 2, there is a particular structure. Many parents misinterpret these age categories and believe that, oh, they don't know anything, they are not aware of what they are doing, and the likes like that. But
mm,
unconsciously, though they might not be able to communicate that, this is what I've learned, this is what I'm seeing, this is what I'm doing. But unconsciously, there are a lot of things that we are doing that these children learn at those formative age. So a lot of things. So between very critical between the age, I will just put it at age 1 to age 8. It is very important that majority of our parents needs to pay attention to their child, particularly boy child, between the age 1 and age 8, because this will determine what they will become afterwards. So there are a lot of areas that we need to focus on. You need to help them. One thing that you need to understand is that identity starts from home. That's
Mm,
why there is a profound saying that charities begins from home. So you
mm,
must let them realize who they were starting from home. You need to create that consciousness in them. Let them realize their true identity. Who are they? So this you and parents have a very big role to play in that area. They have a very big role to play. Don't let your society determine who your child is. Don't
mm,
let social media tell them who they are. One thing you don't know is that if you don't tell them, if you don't school them, if you don't educate them, social media is there to teach them. And most times, every garbages they see online is what they will take in. And that's why most of them has picked up an identity that is not their true identity. So every
mm,
father listening to me, every mother listening to me, you have a key role in making your child to know what their true identity is. So that's very profound. We need to also need to know that a child who knows who is less likely to seek validation from an unhealthy influence. One thing that you need to know is that everything that a child sees while they are growing up, they pick everything. They picks everything so fast, and that's why you don't need to teach a child how to lie. You don't need to teach a
true.
child how to. There are some things that you don't need. There are some words that you just hear them say, not like as if you school them down or you put them down to say, "Oh yeah, do this, say that." Sometimes when my beautiful girl come back from school, I I just want to make a comic of this experience.
Yeah.
She came back from school one day and she came back with one song. I've never heard about that song before. She was just singing in Cheche Kule, I think Cheche Kofisa. I never knew it's very educative. I never knew. I was not aware. At the first instant I told her to stop. That that's not a godly song. That's not a godly song. Not until it's very profound. So not until we were able to make research and understand that, oh, my wife now told me that that song is a beautiful song, oh, teaching them about my head, my shoulder, my knee, and my toe. That's all. That's what they need to. That's what the song is all about. And I had to apologize and beg my child that please, I'm so
Mm,
sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that. So, in fact, from that moment, I begin to sing with her. So, you need to learn that children get validation from everything they see within their environment. They pick their validation. They agree with whatsoever they see in their environment. They believe that everything that their parent does is accurate, is perfect, is good. That's why you hear a child say, "My daddy said, my mommy
mm,
said." They are finding validation. So if you are you are building them or you are training them in a bad influence environment, you are creating a bad identity or a wrong identity for them. Praise God. Are we together? And all right.
I know it's touch.
And- all right. We need
Oh.
parents also need to understand that as a boy child, they are their boy's child first teacher and role model.
Mm.
They are their
Mm.
first teacher and their role model. So children learn every single thing. If you're an abusive father or you are an insulting mother, you don't need to tell your child, do this or don't do that. They learn from your actions. So you are their role model. So you must be careful about every actions, every words, everything that you do whenever they are present. So we need to understand that. And every value often shapes long lifelong decisions. Understand that everything that your uh, every value you create or every vices you create in the life of these children is a lifelong experience for them that will live into their adulthood. So you will, whatsoever you make of them as a child will form who they are when they become an adult. So in this area, um, parents need to be aware of these cardinal areas, and then they need to focus on these areas. I hope I've been able to just put some dots on those questions, and I
Yeah.
will really appreciate as we goes by that questions will be coming up from the audience. You can drop your question. I'm sure Tosin will take it, and then we'll be able to answer them. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for that answer. Two things I actually picked from what you said is about the example you gave with your daughter, and you said something. You said when you realized what the song really meant, you said you had to go Google out what it meant. That's a very intentional parent, making sure
Hmm.
that I hope I'm not secluding my child because of my religion. I'm
Hmm.
actually wanting to
Hmm.
understand what she's saying. And when you realize
Hmm.
that, it is a very healthy song, you apologize. That's accountability.
Yes.
And doing all these
Yes.
things, you, like you said, sir, our children, are, like they can see us. We are the mirror. They're
Mm.
looking, they're looking at. When they say that daddy took
Yes.
responsibility, daddy is intentional. It builds up their personality and who they are. So, sir, kudos to you
Mm.
for that. That's a very good example, and it's so profound. I took that. I must be an intentional parent, and I must say I'm sorry when I am wrong because my mom is
Yes.
here.
Mm.
Our parents were always right. No offense,
Mm.
but our parents were always right, and that was
Oh.
the way we grew up and things like that. So we saying we're sorry means we can take
Mm.
accountability. I can be wrong, and that does not mean that I'm a failure. As your father, I'm wrong. So when
Very
when they
true.
are wrong also, they know that okay, I can
Mm.
actually come to daddy to say, oh, I was wrong about this, but daddy, I'm sorry about this. This is
Mm.
the right thing. Wow, that's really nice.
Mm.
I don't know if anyone agrees with
But,
me. Please, you can drop it in the comment section.
mm,
Yes, sir.
you know something very profound, Tosin. Um, I there's something that there's a decision that I've made to myself
Mm,
is that whatsoever I did not enjoy as a child, I will
mm,
make sure my child does not lack them.
mm,
I make sure that my child does not lack them. And I'm not too big as a father or as a husband to tell either my wife or my child, I'm sorry. That does not reduce my, in fact, it makes me to gain more respect. What we have been told while growing up is that as a man, and that's one of the things that we need to learn to tell our boy child. They learn to let as a man, you don't say sorry. You don't say sorry.
mm.
Yes, you don't say sorry.
So we have
That
it going
sorry is for,
everywhere now.
yeah, your as a female figure, maybe your mother will always be the one to
Mm.
say I'm sorry at all
Oh
time.
my
Either they are
God.
right or they are wrong. They apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But
Mm,
as a good father who is a role model, you must learn to, you said something about accountability. You must teach them that when you are
mm,
wrong, admit to the fact that you are wrong and apologize for your wrongdoing. That helps you as a person. That helps you, and that's why you see male figures right now doing the wrong thing and still justifying why they have done that thing. You will see some father who will tell you, "Oh, this is the reason why I did what I did." No, you must admit that you're wrong first. Apologize for your wrongdoing. Then that will help you to correct yourself. To correct. No, that's admitting your wrongdoing is a process leading towards your correction. But if you are
mm.
giving excuse why you have done this and you are not sorry about it, then you are not ready for healing. You are not ready for progress. You are not ready to correct things. You are just making progress in your errors. So,
Wow,
and this
making
what
progress in your heroes
in your
is
error? Yes, yes,
wow,
yes.
wow.
Many parents are making progress in their errors.
So that means I can progress while doing the wrong thing. I can graduate.
Definitely,
Wow.
definitely, 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 definitely. You can progress. In fact, uh, success is not always positive. You can be successful in doing the wrong thing. Mm.
Mm, mm.
That's one thing our parents need to understand also. They can be successful training their children the wrong way, in the negative way. They can be successful doing the wrong thing. You can make progress doing the wrong thing. So that you are making progress is not a yardstick for you to, oh, that you have what it takes to train your child does not mean you are training them the right way.
My God.
That you are being provincial as a father, that you are making sure that all the needs of the family are met. Oh, I make sure that my boys go to school, I make sure that I pay their school fees, I make sure they eat on daily basis. That does not mean you are doing parenting the right way. You're just making provision. You're just
But
making provision.
we
I
are
know we will
speaking
get
of
to that.
so
Let me
many
not
truths here. Oh my God.
yeah, let me not
Oh
just
my.
jump ahead of myself. Let me not go ahead of myself. So I know we'll get to that. When we get to that bridge, we'll cross that out actually.
Hmm. Yes, sir. This is so so rich, so heavy, and I just wish many fathers
Mm,
would hear this. I wish.
I'm telling
My desire is that we can unlearn to learn again because we're not just doing it because of ourselves. We're doing it for
definitely,
the children, that we have in our care to make them a better version of who we are. But if we don't admit to this at first, how can we move forward? Like what you said, you can be successful doing the wrong thing. So that means,
definitely.
oh gosh. So let me just go to the next question because of our time.
Yeah.
What are some common mistakes parents unknowingly make while raising boys?
There are quite number of them. There are quite number of them, but just because of our time, we have some key areas we need to just be focusing on. Teaching Number one, teaching your boy child to suppress their emotion. Hmm.
Hmm.
I said something earlier. I said something earlier that you must recognize the fact that before your child becomes a boy, he was first a child.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Before he becomes a boy, he was first a child. So you should not erase that fact that this young boy, this boy one, boy two, boy three, irrespective of the age, between 1 and 8, irrespective of the age, this young boy has arrived at, you must treat them as a child. So until you understand that fact, you will not making that boy to be running ahead of his age. You
Hmm.
must tell them he is a child. He must also learn how to express his emotion.
Hmm.
Who told you? Many while we are growing up, get to know that, oh, a boy child does not. You don't need to cry as a man. You need to be hard. You need to man up. That is the language. You need to man up, and that has damaged a lot of young boy child. This
Hmm.
had killed, almost ruined me while growing up. There
Hmm.
are two sides of the coin. if you are doing that, is either you are making the boy child to be aggressive, turning to the aggressive part of them, that they are going to be very stubborn because you are telling them to always suppress their emotions. So when when they are not feeling too well, there is no atmosphere for them to communicate it. So the best way they can people get to hear them is when they are heady, when they are stubborn. That is when they gain attention. So that is why some of them cross to that other side of the coin. And to some of them that cannot possess that attribute, they cross to the other side of the coin, which is low self-esteem. That
Hmm.
something will be going wrong with them. They can't express themselves. They can't say it because they are a man. Oh, somebody molested your boy child and he can't talk
Hmm.
because he's a man. They see him as a weakling. They see him
Hmm.
as somebody who is not man enough. And one of the things that can make this always happening most times is that uh, parents are so over expecting from a boy child. Sometimes as a parent, there is a way that you can put so much pressure on your child that their emotion will no longer be valid, will no longer be seen. When
Hmm.
a girl child is crying, everyone wants to pay attention. What is wrong with you? Why are you crying? But when a boy child is crying, you just see that he's trying to creating scene. You just see him that, oh, you are being stubborn. You are being, why are you? They don't give that so much care. So
Hmm.
all they are saying in all essence is that your emotion is not valid as a boy child. Doesn't make sense. So you don't need to even show it. I don't need to show when I'm moody. I don't need to show when something is going on within me. I don't need to show when I'm sad. I don't need to show when
Hmm.
things are not just there are some things that I go through emotionally that I can't express because in my head I'm thinking I'm a man. I must know how to suck things in.
Hmm.
So I must learn how to manage things by myself. I must know how to figure things out by myself. Even though when I don't know the right thing to do, I must figure it out. Either right or wrong, I must figure it out. Whichever way, they will still not understand me. So why communicating? And that's why you see it very hard for a boy child to communicate the way they feel. It's hard.
Hmm.
So every parent must run away from this common mistake. Number two is excusing poor behavior with boys will always be boys. Please, parent, I will tell you this for a free. Please, every wrong doing you see in your boy child, irrespective of their age, in love, correct. Make sure that you correct them. Don't target out. Boys will always be stubborn. You see him breaking things, destroying things, being unnecessarily being hard. You need to pay attention. What is making him turning to that side? What is making him behaving this way? Something must be wrong somewhere.
Hmm.
I've discovered that if you begin to notice that your boy child is gaining some level of confidence, that he can dare anybody, he can face anybody and be riotous at any stage, you know that there is something backing this child up. So beyond that action, you must look at the what is producing those actions. So those kind of child, instead of you beating them, beating most times is not always, most of our, while we are growing up, that's one of the major way of correcting a child,
Hmm.
beating them. But I will tell you that beating has made some children to be more harder, to be more difficult, to be, in fact, makes them to be very more difficult than who they were before you started correcting them. There are sometimes that you need to just enter into a discussion with them, ask them questions. So pay attention to them. The next one, focusing on only on their academic success while neglecting their character. Wow. The first education that you can give to a child is good character. That one might not be taught in school. The first education that you, as a parent, you must give. Don't forget that education is not, schooling is limited to school, but
Hmm.
education is not a limited to school. A child can be educated anywhere. In fact, education starts from your home. And the first curriculum of education that you can give to your child is character 101, especially your boy child. Character
Hmm.
101, teaching them basics
Character
of
model.
being, yes, being humility, as in being humble, being
Hmm.
sincere, being faithful, all those kind of things, being helpful, all those kind of things, being supportive. Those are great things that you can teach them from home. Correct habits, all those things. Being respectful, very important. Being respective as a boy child. So all these things are things that we need to focus on and educate them about. They will not learn all these things in school. As a parent, you need to focus on that. The next thing is spending little intentional quality time with your sons. Yes, parent, you need to spend more time with your sons. So most parents are making mistakes, spending little time, spending more time with girl child. A girl child will go out, will be asking them, what happened to you in school today? What happened to the boy child?
Hmm.
Most parents, when they'll begin to be over suspicious when they are seeing their girl child behaving this way. What happened to the boy child also? So you need to spend more time with your boy child. So this area you need to also it's a common mistake that parents make. Comparing boys with siblings or other children. No, you know, there is a saying in the Holy Scriptures. The Bible says, comparing themselves with themselves, they are not wise. So you stop comparing your child. Every child is unique. You must understand that. In
Hmm.
fact, if you have two boys, don't have a curriculum that you use to train your first child to train the second child, because they are uniquely different. They are different from one another.
Hmm.
So you must, for you to be able to train them well, you must understand them. Then you will develop a curriculum that best suit for them. You cannot train an engineer the same way you train a doctor.
Yes.
They are two different syllables. And that is how, as far as our careers are differs, that is how our uniqueness, our identity differs. You must understand them, and you must treat them based on the inner traits that they possess while growing up. So you must understand them and train them. So don't compare them. Don't ever compare them. Can't you be like your brother? No, he is not his
Hmm.
brother. You need to understand what works for him. You need to understand what works for him. So these are common mistakes that many parents makes. And the last one I'm going to talk about is that many parents believe that once they can make provisions, they can foot the bills. They believe that that is all that a boy child needs. That as long as there is provision of everything, they believe that a boy child should just be normal. No,
Hmm.
attention is also needed. You need to add, with your provision, you need to add attention.
Hmm. So it's not just about you being a father who pays school fees and who does all those things. You must also be
Eh,
aware. You must also be available for him.
Definitely. Responsibility goes beyond provision.
Hmm.
Responsibility goes beyond provision. So it's not just no, we have narrowed down responsibility when they want to tag a responsible father or a responsible mother are the ones that are able to provide for their children. Yes, accurate. But beyond that, that is not the only thing that makes you to be responsible.
Hmm.
That is not the only thing. Your attention, your care, your direction, leading them the right way, is you
Hmm.
being responsible. You
Hmm.
being responsible. What's the essence of paying a school fees for a child to go to a school where he become a cultist?
Hmm.
There are many fathers that their undoing is that they could provide for their child to go to a private university. I have some experience seeing some child that their parents send them to a private university, and the university is their own doing. Private university are good, very 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 good. If you have your child, give them the best education they can have, yes, but
Yes.
that is not all it takes.
Hmm.
That is not all it takes. You need to pay attention to them, that you can provide for them. Yes, good for you, god. Thank God for that, but you need to also create time. There are sometimes that you need to counsel your child. You need to counsel them, you need to guide them. You are
Hmm.
their first role model. Don't forget that we told you about that you are their first role model. Before they have any other mentor out there, it will be a slap on you if your child cannot see you as a role model.
Hmm.
They might not take you as their mentor anyway, because based on their career, but as a role model, you must be. If you are not their role model, then you have failed as a parent.
Hmm.
There must be, in fact, there must be a lot of things that your children are learning from you, and they can say it anywhere. Thank God for my dad that taught me this. Thank God for my mom that taught me this,
Hmm.
particularly to the boy child. So we parent needs to pay attention in those key areas.
Hmm. Yes, yes, Bamiro, yeah, I would agree with you. I am my children's first role model. We can say that to ourselves. I'm my children's first role model. And so just to
Yes,
add to what you said, sir, I can also now understand when you say responsibility goes beyond provision. No wonder we have men, mature men, who thinks being a man is just providing. Now, emotionally,
mm,
they're not mature. Mentally, they're not mature. Even in conversations, they're not mature. They just feel like if I put this on the table for her, for my partner, then that is it.
mm,
And I can now understand now with what you said that it goes way back to the
mm.
foundation. Since this is
Definitely.
what I saw my dad do, he was not present. He was not emotionally present. He was not physically present. He just went to work, provide, and that's how he actually runs the family. That's how he actually ran the family, and I think that's how marriage should be. I think that's how I should be as a man.
Mm.
That's really profound, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Just to follow up with the
Oh,
question, with the answers you've given, I would like to ask a question, and it is:
okay.
if parents could teach, if parents could teach every boy just 5 values before age 10, what should that be? If parents should
Oh,
teach every boy just 5 values before age 10, what should that be?
first thing
Aside from,
first, I'll need to. Yes,
so
I'll need to.
I just wanted to add, sir, that aside from what we've spoken about, provision, money, so if we take that out, what should they have? If we should take that out,
That's
so what should they have?
okay.
What kind of value?
So what we are saying, yes, what we are saying in essence is that there are a lot of things that makes you a father beyond provision. Yes,
Hmm,
it's good for every father to be able to provide for their family. Yes, every parent to be able to provide. Yes, that's one is valid. But take away provision. Every other person can make provision for your children in your absence. So what
hmm,
now defines you as a father? So the question is, right now I don't have a father figure in my life growing up, because
hmm,
this really affects the father so much. They limit the training of the child, either boy or girl, to the mother. And a mother will always teach a boy child or a girl child based on their experience as a female. So you are your boy child as a father, I'm talking to a father right now. You are your boy child role model.
Hmm.
There must be something. There is a father that trait that you must discover in your boy child and start nurturing him precept upon precepts, line upon lines,
Hmm.
taking the courses from the childhood till they get to maybe from the nursery sections. You are taking the fatherhood course. You know, you can't graduate until a man dies. That is when you will graduate a fatherhood. So you must start from boyhood. You must graduate to an adulthood as a man before you cross over to fatherhood. You understand? So you must start nurturing them, culturing them in that line. So one of the basic things, so that I will not digress from the question you asked, is that there are key things that you need to start teaching your boy child while they are growing up, starting from their younger age 1. You must start teaching them respect
Hmm.
and honor,
Hmm.
respect and honor, respect and honor, respect and honor. So profound. We are building there was a trending slang back then. They say mannerless generation. They call themselves Malians or mannerless, and this most likely are identified with boy child, that
Hmm.
they believe they can say anything anyhow. They can, in this particular Gen Z, yeah, generation, where everybody is confident, everybody, because of the knowledge they have. So if you don't train them how to be respectful from home, that irrespective of the what you want to pass, even though you are right, there is a way that you can respectfully pass your judgment. You can respectfully communicate your right. You don't have to be abusive communicating your right. I was making some little research of recent about human rights. There is a way that you can politely communicate why you think what has been done is not right. You can be polite. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be abusive. You don't have to be arrogant. You don't have to be proud. So every parent to teach them respect and honor. Another thing that you must teach them responsibility and make them know that responsibility goes way beyond provision alone.
Hmm.
Uh, so many parents have put their boy child out there to join Yahoo fraudulent activities, only because
Hmm.
they told them that if you cannot provide at the social age as a man, you must start bringing something home. You must start,
Hmm.
yeah. No, you can teach them the right way, but making them realize that that is not the only thing that makes them responsible. That in regard, if you let them know this, they will know that they don't need to defraud another person to live an accurate life. You let them know that they don't have to kill somebody for them to live to assume a responsible life. They don't need to do that, because if you have taught them about love, you have taught them about selflessness, not to think about themselves alone, self alone. They won't be thinking of harming another person only because they want to meet the need in their own
Hmm.
life, because they want to be responsible. So you
Hmm.
must begin to train your child in that way, that responsibility goes beyond provision. Availability is part of it. Care is part
Hmm.
of it. Direction is part of it. It's part of responsibility. That's what makes you to be responsible.
Hmm.
Training them the right way. Correction is part of it. Part of love is correction. It's correction. So you must also, this is very, very important. Integrity and loyalty.
Hmm.
Integrity, submissiveness, and loyalty. These are things that you need to teach them. Integrity, that they don't need to. They don't need to go cut corners before they can make their way right in life. They don't need to cut corners. Let their yes be yes. Let their no be no. In fact, you must not train your children to be so fearful of you that they can lie of their wrongdoing.
Hmm.
You must let your children, irregardless, even though you are telling them that no, lying, what you have done is wrong, but they must be able to receive that responsibility and the consequence that comes with it. That, oh, if they have done something wrong, they can say that, daddy, I'm the one that did it, irregardless of the consequence that will come after it. You must train your children to that extent that you can ask them, who did this, and they will confidently tell you, daddy, I'm sorry, I did it. And they will know that, I'm going to deal with you. Yes, daddy, I know, but I'm sorry, I did it. They can still own up. That is when you know that you are doing correct parenting. But if your parent, your child, especially your boy child, can look into your face and lie to your face, then that means there's something wrong somewhere. There's something missing. You must teach them integrity. Teach them compassion, love, compassion. Teach them to be compassionate.
Hmm.
Teach them to be compassionate, not to be selfish, not to just think about themselves alone. Teach them to be compassionate. And the last thing is self-control.
Hmm.
Self-control. Need to be contented. They need to be contented. They need to do what they don't have. As long as there is life, they will get there. They don't need to run past above their speed. They don't need to because my friend, you are not your friend. Everybody has their time and season. Everybody have their moment. So you must teach them self-control and contentment, to be contented, to be content as they are making progress. They should be contented with what they have.
Hmm.
They should not be greedy. They should not be greedy. So these are key things, values that uh, parents should intentionally inculcate into the life of their children, particularly the boy child.
Hmm. Thank you so much, sir, for those profound values. As I can see, you talked about respect, responsibility. You talked about self-control. You talked about compassion. You talked about integrity. Those are values that money can't buy. Like you said earlier on, sir, that everything is not about money. Provision does not mean responsibility, and that's the truth. That is the truth, sir. And for the younger age, I would just like to impute for responsibility as a parent, we don't have to let them as a boy child. We start from they waking up and laying their bed, they waking up and
Yeah.
doing all those things, eating and washing their
Mm,
plates. Not because they have sisters, not because they have
mm.
a nanny in the house and they do that. No, as a boy child, there's
Funny
nothing
enough,
differentiating you. Yes, sir.
sorry to cut you, Tosin. Just to add to it,
Mhm.
we were five boys. No, even though my mom has some other cousins that are female, that uh she trained them alongside the five boys. But really, regardless of that, do you know that my mom taught me how to cook at a very young age?
Hmm.
My mom, I I am the one washing the clothes of my mom.
Wow.
Yes, at a very young age. Those girls will be there. My mom split sweeping of the house across the board. So
Wow.
that you are a boy, you don't sweep. That will not happen in the house.
Hmm.
So my mom taught me how to go to the market and buy things. So
Hmm.
that all those things are things that my mom taught me. So she will just tell you, anyhow you make it, that's how we are going to eat it tonight. If it's
Hmm.
sweet, we eat it together. And that is how today in fact, I enjoy my bachelorhood when I was not married. Then I enjoyed it because I don't spend much on junks. I can think for myself. I can buy things at home and save some money and cook. I can cook good food. While in school, I because of the training I received back at home, I am the one cooking for most of my friends. You understand? So
Hmm.
these are things that parents not only uh you don't only say that, oh, because it's a boy child he doesn't need to learn these things. There are some things, basic things that you need to also let them do for themselves, because when they are not married, when they are okay, they are grown up and they are an adult, they are staying on their own and they are not married, who is going to do that for them? Are they going to be that's why you see that some young boys in school, they are having couples life because those things that they can't do, they are inviting a girl to come and do it for them, and
Hmm.
that's how all manner of vices are happening. So these are things that my mom trained me. I wash my clothes by myself. Even when I can afford to give a dry cleaner my clothes, I still wash my clothes. I make sure that I wash them myself. I cannot give a dry cleaner because of time to starch and iron for me. So these are basic things that I learned while growing up. So we must also take this up to our children, particularly the boy child. That you are a boy, not in this house. That you are a boy. You said, I've been in some houses, and when my sister is there, why are you asking me to go and wash the plate?
Exactly.
Only
Exactly.
girls does that. I'm not the one to sweep. Why would I be sweeping?
Exactly.
So what should you be doing as a guy, as a boy child?
Exactly.
What should you be doing?
That's
So
where the masculinity, what they call it, um, it's not ego because ego can be very healthy, but that's where the masculinity and you feel like you own the situation. You feel like you own everybody. You feel like they should serve you. That's where it starts from. Because if you are the Almighty at age 7, at age
you're
10,
in control.
why should
Mm.
you? Why should you grow up to realize that you shouldn't behave that way? It's not possible. It's not possible. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for that, sir. That's really, really educating. Because of our time, we have
Yeah,
so many. We have so many questions to ask you. But because of our time and because we've promised our audience that it's just an hour, we
I
just
know,
want to
right?
round up. Yes, sir. We just want to round up with one question, and it would be
Mm.
if you could tell parents, um, um, what they should do to their boy child. Maybe we should leave them with one message and just tell them that, oh, this is if you, even if you don't take anything from this webinar, this is one thing I need you to know. What would it be, sir?
Okay, so every parent, I would like to just speak to you as a father that God is helping as well. Please and please and please and please, will understand that one of your key responsibility is letting your child know who they are. Don't let the society, don't let social media, don't let anything out there tell them who they are. Let it start from home.
Hmm.
You have failed when it is society that is defining your child. So you need to teach them who they are,
Yes, sir.
and you need to also educate them whose they are.
Hmm.
What is their source?
Hmm.
Where did they originate from? Irrespective of, I don't want to believe that I'm only speaking to a Christian audience, but it will be a very uh, good thing if everyone listening it's believe in the same faith that I believe in. So, but if you don't share the same belief with me, that's not a problem. But you must let them know that they originate from somewhere. There is an almighty somewhere. There is a God somewhere. So you must let them know whose they are, their source. That is talking about their source, their origin.
Hmm.
So you must let them know their source. If you train them in this culture, in this belief, in this, let them know their source. They will not. He said, train up your child in the way of the Lord. They will not depart from it when they grow old.
Hmm.
So that is, you
True.
must teach them their source. Number three, what they stand for. What are their values? We highlighted a lot of things that come rain, come sun, I cannot compromise.
Hmm.
My integrity is unchecked.
Hmm.
Come rain, come sun, I will be sincere. I will say the truth at all time, regardless of the consequence.
Hmm.
You understand? So you must also
Yes, sir.
educate them to stand for something that is their values.
Hmm.
And the next one is, you must also educate them how to treat people well,
Hmm.
treat people well, love people, be compassionate. We talked about those values. They should learn to treat people well.
Hmm.
And the last thing I would like them to understand also, how to honor God in every season of their life. In
Hmm.
fact, the best time that you can introduce God to your child is their young age, when they are a child.
Hmm.
That is the best time that you can introduce them to God. So I leave us with this. It's my last statement. Please, parents, on your boy child, don't place unnecessary pressure on them. Don't place unnecessary pressure on them. Understand that they can be vulnerable too. Your boy child can be vulnerable too. So they need safety. They need they need uh, safety. They need to be guided too. So all these are what you, if you can um, take all these key points that you have learned in today's webinar, I'm very sure that the next time I'm going to be hearing from you, the next time we are going to be having conversation, it will be a good story of how your child has drastically changed and transformed into that identity, the true identity, with the the uh they should they should possess, in the real sense of it. So I want to say congratulations to every parent that listening to us this evening. Thank you so much for this awesome time. It's so nice having this conversation with you. Thank you so much for having me this evening.
It's always an honor and a pleasure, sir. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for the word of wisdom, for the knowledge, for explaining for us to understand. There are many virtues you threw here and there, and I know that many of us already understand that it's not just about one thing I'm going on with is it's not just about provision. Kaba, that's so that even because it's really affecting our grown men today. It's not just about
Yes,
provision. That's not being a father, that's not being, who you should be. And you also said something. So you said, in my absence, someone else can
mm,
provide for my child. So it's
yes,
not that does not make the father figure. The father figure is about the values, the noted, responsibility, integrity, submission, all those great values, and I'm very happy that I'm even here to learn from it. Thank you so much, sir. So we'll take a little bit of your time before we go, and we're sorry about that.
okay,
Also to our audience, we're really sorry because we have three questions. If you have more questions, please just drop we can take two more. We have three already. We can take two more questions. So I'll just be putting up the question, and I hope these people are still here. So I think Smart Money asked a question. It said, "Is it proper to spank a child when it's wrong?" Like children who are from 0 to, let's say, 8 years old, like you said, from the very beginning, is it proper to spank a child when it's wrong?
Okay. Okay. What I would just like to say in that regards, before spanking a child, you must be very educative,
Mm,
because most parents, once they notice a wrongdoing, they just spank the child without educating them. You have not corrected them. That's not
mm,
correction. You've not made any progress at all.
mm,
So, in fact, what will make the spanking or whatsoever way, I'm not talking about being abusive. There's a way you can abuse your child, irrespective of the way you want to correct them. You can abuse them. So, but what I'm saying in essence is that make them realize their wrongdoing first. Educate them.
mm,
Educate them. So that whatsoever method of discipline that you are giving to them will make sense to them. So it's not just about what you do, it's about what they have learned. In correcting them is about what they have learned. What is their take home from this discipline? While growing up, many of our parents just discipline us even when we don't even understand.
your mommy is here.
I know you can relate with that too. See, many of them, they shout at us, they beat us ruthlessly without educating us. Yes, we know lying is wrong. Yes, that I've lied, I needs to be disciplined. Why? Why is lying wrong? Why is it not right?
Mm,
Because you need to explain to them the consequence of lying. You need to let
mm,
them know that lying makes people to lose trust in you when they
mm.
discover that you have lied. Until you let them, that is when you are being informative, you are being educative. But
Makes
if
sense.
you have lied, you wow, 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 wow. And many times, maybe most times we will understand that many of those children that lies, maybe one out of five lies, that is the one you know. The other
Yeah,
five lies that they lied, you
you would
don't
not
know.
know.
There are a lot of lies that many of our children have lied that we never discovered.
Mm,
So we need to understand that we need to graduate from just spanking, from just beating them or whatsoever method you are using, and being educative, be informative. Let them realize the consequence of their wrongdoing. So that is when the discipline will now make sense.
mm.
So that's just what I will use to respond to that question.
Thank you so much, sir. That's a wholesome question. That's a wholesome answer to the question. I mean, you I can actually testify that most of the things I was beaten for, I didn't. And this is nothing to. And I believe that our parents taught us the best way they knew how to. And I
Yeah,
love my
yes,
mother for
yes,
training
yes.
me to be who I am right now. If not because of our training,
Mhm.
I wouldn't be out. I know me, I wouldn't be this. But again, then again, I also realized that most of the things I was being corrected for, I didn't really understand them. So when I grew up, I was now appreciating what, the
Mhm.
discipline they gave me. But right then, it was way harder to understand and things like that. So I really agree with you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
There
So the
was a
next,
time I told there was a time I was saying something that I was questioning if my mom is the real mom that gave birth to me,
I
or
did
maybe
that
I'm
too.
just, yes. I
I did
was
that too.
I struggled with that a long time. I struggled with that. I'm not
Hmm.
sure this woman is the one that gave birth to me. If she's my
Exactly.
mother, she won't be treating me like this. I know she does not like me. She hates me. I be somebody just gave me to her. Maybe I'm not. Maybe, a lot of question goes through my mind, and that also sponsors some of my actions. Sometimes
Hmm.
when she's saying some things, I'm not listening. I just want to allow her talk and get through over the discussion. Then I will do what I want to do.
Hmm.
at all. I know she beat me.
She'll beat me.
As far
She'll
as I
beat
did not
me.
die, we'll move on. Maybe
We'll
it's
move on.
beating. You beat me and I'll
You
move
can't kill
on.
me now.
You understand? So,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yes, sir.
So that's just
I
it.
understand, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for that explanation. Thank you. And as parents, I hope we now know that beating without explanation is you're just wasting your efforts. You're just wasting all those exercise. You're doing exercise. You're not really imparting the child. So educate them first. Tell them why they did why. And I love the example Pastor Dari gave. It's not just because you go to Hellfire as a Christian. It's not because you do this. Teach them morals. When you lie, people would trust you. That's a very good because if it's Hellfire, that's fear. So that means I can lie and I can ask for forgiveness. But then again, I'll be very cheeky because I would never know the damage I'm doing to myself, to my personality, to my image. But when they know that if you lie to me once, I'm not sure I'm going to. Oh, Pastor Larry, hello, can everybody hear me? Oh my God. No, not now, not now, not now, not now, not now, not now. Okay, okay, sir. Okay, 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 okay. Oh, okay, you're back. Thank you, sir. So our next question will be, sir, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Okay. Tosin, can you hear me now? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
yes, I can hear you now. I can hear you. So our next question will be, can a
I'm seeing a
mother?
question.
Yes, sir. There's a question I'm reading out now. It says, can a mother successfully raise a boy to to become a responsible man? Can a mother successfully raise a boy to become a responsible man? If so, how?
Yes, it's very possible. I will say yes. It's very possible that a mother can successfully raise a boy child, becoming a responsible man. It's very possible, but
Hmm.
it takes a great work. You need to um, at some point you need to assume a mother figure, and at the same time when you are relating, you must be able to separate between being speaking to your boy child as a mother and being speaking to your boy child as a father, because don't forget that that boy child is seeing you as a mother. So it's you that you'll be able to differentiate what posture you are taking at that particular time,
Hmm.
relating with that child. You understand? So you must be able to let them see the father they are missing, that they are
Hmm.
not seeing. You make it available to them. And if it is that their father is not just like me now, I lost my dad when I was less than a year old. So the, then my mom assumed, in some cases, she portray herself to be a father role, but she's more tend to be a mother than who a father is. You understand? So, but
Oh, what is happening? Okay, so I think there's a network problem with Pastor Dari's internet, but I'm very sure we'll be back as soon as possible. So again, I just want to thank everybody for. Oh, he's back here. I told you he's gonna be back. Okay.
I think I'm back now.
Yes.
Sorry
Thank you.
for the glitch.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just to round that up, so yes, it's possible, but you just need to differentiate when you are talking to your child as a mother and when you are talking to your child as a father. Just making them to realize that even though your father figure might not be present here, but I can also assume that posture as being your father, and whatsoever
Hmm.
responsibility, whatsoever posture that your father can take when they are there, you make yourself available to to do that. But as long as their father is available and is still within, that father must make sure that
Oh, there's a glitch again. Oh no, we just have a few more minutes and then we'll be gone. But again, let me use this quick opportunity to say thank you. Thank you so much for supporting, for always coming in. You know, without you, this is useless. Without you, we're doing nothing. But thank you so much for coming in all the time, every month, to, learn from us, to understand what we're trying to say, and to, make sure that make sure that you learn from us. Thank you so much. This means a lot to me. Thank you. Pastor Dara is back online. Hi, sir.
yeah, sorry for the glitch.
And that's fine, sir. So we have the last question, and it says that is it good for parents to be using abusive words or to curse their child or their children, saying it can't affect such child? Like, when they say something like, go and get that water jar, and maybe the boy brings something else. Say, you stupid
Mm.
boy, go and get something else for me. Or like they used to say, is your head there? Or those kind of languages, abusive words. Is it really true that it doesn't affect the child?
Okay, in responding to that, let me say this: in no way should a, a any of the parents, either father or mother, use abusive words or curses on their children. It's one thing that you need to know is that you are their number one prophet.
There's a glitch again. There's a glitch again. Oh God, I hope our guest is not frustrated because this can be really annoying. We're so sorry about that, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining in. And I can't say thank you enough. I can't say thank you enough. Thank you so much. So if there's any question you need to ask me about Joe Fish, you can just drop that and pop it here so that before our guest comes in again, we can talk about it together. For next month, we'll be talking about the boy child identity, but then we'll be focusing on the mother perspective and how she can. Okay, he's here. Oh, all right, sir, you're back.
All right. Okay. So what I was saying that no way should you use abusive words or curses on children. Is you are their number one prophet. So you whatsoever you say to them, because of the way God has ordained you as their parent. So whatsoever you say to them have an impact on them, because if you bless them, it will remain with them. If you curse them, it will remain with them. So there's a role that parents need to understand that beyond their attitude, their words, they are like a seed in the life of their children. They are like a seed. So any parent, in fact, I advise most parents to learn how to say good words. To never allow your child to provoke you to say abusive words or curses.
Mm,
You are shaping their future by your words.
mm.
So never allow your child to provoke you to use abusive words on them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So, again, I just want to say, Pastor Dare, we are so grateful. We are so grateful for your time. We are honored for you having to be here today. Oh, there's a glitch again. I need him to hear this. I need him to hear this. And again, I just want to appreciate everyone for being here. I know I've said that 1,000 times, but I can't say enough. I can't say enough. And we're so sorry for having an extra 30 minutes. It's because of the questions and how we need to answer all the questions because it won't be complete without that. So thank you so much for waiting till this time. Really grateful. And I know that, oh, smart money, your question was the first one we answered, and it was so profound. So one thing I would say is, when this video is uploaded, please, you can go back to check the answer, but I can actually just into on what Pastor said. So Pastor said that that it is more of educating the child rather than spanking. Why are you beating the child? Why do you think beating is more paramount? Because sometimes parents just beat without even understanding why. So there should be an education about what they've done wrong. And he gave an example of saying, um, your boy child lied, and when he lied, you could not, um, you know, instead of you beating him, you can as well tell him that, do you know that lying would actually damage your reputation, or it would actually damage, people won't trust you anymore, and things like that, so that they can understand why they are wrong before even beaten. So I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but it really answered the question, and it's right here in our video. So please, if you can go back to the video after this, I am very sure that you would see how much he answered it perfectly. So, Pastor Dari, thank you so much, sir, for coming in again. We're really grateful. And please, to appreciate our pastor, can you just say thank you, sir, in the comment section? Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. I learned that provision, there's a glitch again. So I learned that provision is not responsibility. I also learned that beating a child does not mean they understand when you're beating them. I also learned that money is not everything. There's values, there's integrity, there's there's a lot of things you can train your child to be. I also learned that a boy child should take responsibility instead of, and again I also learned that parents sometimes push these children out to be who they are not supposed to be. Like telling a boy child, you are the man up, you are the man of the house, you don't show your emotions. All those things reset in their head, and they feel like that is the way they should be. So I also learned many things, and I hope that we also inculcate this in our boy child, and also make them understand that they can be vulnerable. Also talked about being vulnerable. You can be vulnerable with your child. You can also tell them that it's okay to cry. Men don't cry. Men man up. You are the man of the house. Those words should be raised. They are not the man of the house. I also learned something so profound. It says that before they are born, before you think that they are a boy, remember that they're a child first before you think that they're a boy trying to become a man. They are first a child. So when you realize that you're talking to a child, I think you would understand how to speak around them and speak to them. I also learned that you are the mirror they look up to. You're the mirror they look at. Whatever you do is what they will do. Whatever you portray is what they will portray. As the man of the house, if you're not available, they will think that's the way it is. I just need to put money on the table and go out and things like that. So I hope that as parents we can inculcate this to our boy child and say, oh no, this is not how it should be. It should be way more than this. So thank you so much, Pastor Dare, for your time. We can't repay you, but we are grateful for you giving us this big word of knowledge and understanding, and also, giving us the wisdom that you have within. And again, I pray that this would never run dry. The source will never run dry. Thank you so much, sir. And thank you for answering the question so profoundly. And yes, so we are saying thank you in the comment section. And if you enjoyed the session, please just give a thumbs up, say thank you, sir, and things like that. Again, Pastor Dare and I go way back. He's my big brother, he's my pastor, he's my mentor, he's everything to me. And
Yeah.
I'm so grateful that
Yeah.
he's here again, and all. So thank you so
Mhm.
much, sir.
Mhm.
Thank you, thank you,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much for having us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's an honor. It's an honor. Dear right Force, thank you so much for joining. We're really grateful that you are here. And for everybody, I can't mention you guys. I think this is the first video we have a whole lot of views. We have on my timeline now. They're telling me we had 15 views. Wow. I know that this is our small beginning, but we've had a lot of views, like 10, 11, but 15 views. It's so much. It's so much. And see, you're right for saying I enjoyed it so much. Thank you, Pastor D. I also enjoyed. I also learned a lot. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you. So we're going to raise our children. The next generation will know that we took a whole lot of trainings and webinars before having them. And thank you. So it's because of people like you that we can be better parents. So thank you so much, sir. We're so grateful. So before we go, this is the last thing. So for next month, we're also talking about the boy child, but we'll be focusing on the motherly aspect, on how this should be processed, and also we love you too, Pastor Dari. We love you too, Sister. We love you too, Sister Simi. Anyways, this is a very free and flexible webinar, so there's no professionalism in this. And everyone that is here, we know that yes, we are all family. So thank you so much once again. And if you're new here, please like our video, subscribe to our channel, and share if you are blessed. Share, share, so that everybody can hear this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So till I see you next time, have a lovely, lovely evening. Bye bye.